Hey guys, what's up? So we have another awesome video in World History series, obviously presented by An Academy, UN and Academy. Do like it, share it, subscribe it. This is the URL where you can get all the cool videos, all the awesome videos waiting just for you. That is www.youtube.com/unacademy. So obviously this series is conceptualized by me. This is me laughing here. So if you want to read more about me, you can go to facebook.com/, my name, that is Roman Sani dot official. Officially you will get a reply within 24 hours. Whatever your doubt, whatever your query is, do not keep it to yourself. Message me here. Within 24 hours I will revert back to you. Is that clear? So we start with this is an awesome video for World History series. Already we have covered intro, then IR, then American Revolution, then American Civil War. So this is the same thing continues, which is called as the French Revolution. Is that understood? This will be the part 1 of French Revolution. So we start with this. So obviously, like all the videos I have been already teaching you, these will be in point format. See, you will be getting only, sir, 175 minutes for your paper divided by 25 questions. That gives us 7 minutes per question. So you just need to remember what I called as keywords. Do not try to remember anything else. Keywords will do your job. Do not try to remember anything else. So first thing is preface, then reasons of French Revolution, important events, awesomely awesome. So these three will be covered in part 1 and these two will be covered in part 2 if it comes. See, world history, you are not you don't like it, so you don't give your response that well. So please like it and tell me if you want me to make the part 2 of this video, otherwise I will not. Okay, so we start with this. See, American Revolution laid foundation of modern world, while French Revolution constructed a building on this foundation of modern world. This building was made up of L, E, and F. That is liberty, equality, and fraternity. Liberty literally means freedom to pursue your happiness. Pursuit or happiness or freedom is called liberty. Equality means there will not be any discrimination on the basis of, let's say, sex, gender, caste, creed, race, color, etc. Similarly, fraternity literally means brotherhood. Sorority means sisterhood. So whatever you are from, so it means universal brotherhood or universal sisterhood. So French Revolution, it gave inspiration to many movements, like and including India's struggle for freedom. You must have read Bipin Chandra. So 1857 revolt was the start, the spark, directly motivated by this French Revolution to rise against tyranny and misrule. Is that understood? So we start with French Revolution. First thing first, the economic causes. See, first of all, there was financial crisis already discussed in last video. 1756 to 1763 was 7-year war between France and Britain over Canada. Then we have Louis 15 and Louis 16 again supported the adventures of Lafayette under the American War of Independence. Lafayette, so that led to financial bankruptcy. Again, war of false egos were fought and prestige. Again, finally, the political influence and financial support of Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan, and Scindia against Britain and India. This was the first reason of French Revolution. Then second reason was social crises. Three classes developed: first estate, second estate, third estate. First estate is aristocracy, that is the ruling class. Second estate is the priestly class and clergies, and third stage was the common man. Obviously, we know who is suffering: the common man. So the first two states, since financial bankruptcy occurred, so first two states outrightly rejected, like they always do, to share the financial troubles. So burden fell solely on third state, that is common people. See, common people were not getting bread to eat. There was no bread to eat also. In that case, they were already suffering and from the misrule of the incompetent ruler. In that case, if someone, let's say, outrightly reject, then it causes chaos, and this chaos fueled by already spoken in, we have heard the name of Thomas Paine, Jefferson, we have heard the name of Benjamin Franklin. So these were the scholars in American Revolution. Similarly, in French Revolution, these are the scholars, that is Voltaire. So he told that creativity is the biggest force ever, which led to freedom of expression. Also, he supported parliamentary system of government of Britain, and he attacked the dominancy of Catholic Church. He used to say God resides in the heart of each and every one of us. We do not go to church for that particular purpose. Similarly, there was Montesquieu. The single most important contribution of Montesquieu was separation of power between jail, that is judiciary, executive, and legislature. Still, the fundamental principles. And Rousseau wrote a book called Social Contract, in which he said that state is outcome of contract between people and rulers. So rulers have to respect what people are demanding. Is that understood? So if it's understood, then we start. So these three individuals, that is Voltaire, Montesquieu, and Rousseau, gave the fundamental principles of modern state. Then what is the role of organizations? There were two organizations mainly. One is PARMA. PARMA is a judicial body in France. So what they used to do, they register royal orders, and sometimes they published also. So it created awareness among the masses. Similarly, there was Cardelia. Cardelia was nothing but ideological center established in different parts of France, something like for preaching purposes and etc. So they also created awareness among masses. And finally, the immediate cause was Louis XVI was completely apathetic and pathetic towards people, and his wife Antoinette, she was more or less the same wives which kings used to have back then. So he failed to analyze the situation, he failed to take the perception of people, and he created a suffocating atmosphere where revolt was the only option. Is that understood? These are the five causes of French Revolution. Now we have something called as important events. What are the important events? First is the political deadlock. See, France already was financially in crisis, we know. Then he sent French army under General Lafayette to assist Americans in their war against Britain, that is American War of Independence, already talked in American Revolution वाला part. Then it created financial bankruptcy in France. अब क्या हो गया भाई, financial bankruptcy हो गई, people wanted reforms, so it led to political deadlock. So Turgot was appointed as financial advisor. He gave 4-point proposals which were not suitable to Antoinette and both to Louis XVI. He said no more loans to state, no new taxes on people, no bankruptcy to France, and reduction in the expenditure of royal household. Can you imagine? He is telling his own king and queen that you cannot spend that much amount. So he was automatically dismissed. जाओ लात मार के निकाल दिया उसे, and they did not took his advice into heed. Then we had Lento Bill. Lento Bill was a council of aristocracy. उसके पास भीख मांगी लुई 16 ने that please sir हमारा लोन चुका दो, but he outrightly refused to share the burden of Louis 16 also. So Louis 16, frustrated by Turgot and Lento Bill, what he do? He tried to rule by France by ordinance, as many ordinances are passed in India also. So that provoked people. The rioting ensued, and people demanded invitation of Estate General. So the second important point is Estate General. So Estate General, what they did is, there was common assembly. They were more or less, this was the common assembly of Estate General. There were three chambers already spoken. They correspond to the three estates, that is aristocracy, priestly class, and common man. So voting was done earlier on group basis. So always the first and the second estate, they used to go against the third estate. So always this was on the losing side, they were on the winning side. So what people later demanded, that it should be one person and one vote. Is that understood? So with this hidden agenda, what did do? Louis XVI invited Estate General. So it was a turning point in French history, because the third estate was enthusiastic and demanded one person, one vote. उस केस में क्या होगा? Third estate will have good chance of winning. However, Louis XVI, he was a notorious fellow, naughty king. So what he did was, he committed a blunder by closing gates of Assembly Hall, and people gathered in a tennis court. So this is called as tennis court declaration, where they declared that they will be framing their own constitution of France, and somehow national assembly formation occurred. Is that understood? So they declared themselves as national representative in a tennis court when Louis XVI closed the gates for the National Assembly, and National Assembly was formed. So Louis XVI, he committed one last mistake by gathering troops in Paris, what the French will call Anjou, Paris. Louis XVI committed last mistake by gathering troops in Paris. He said कि भाई troops आ जाएंगे तो they will be able to retaliate the revolt. But what happened was he also dismissed Necker. Necker was a guy who was chief of a state general and he was sympathizer of common man. Since Necker was dismissed, so people got angry and frustrated. So these were taken as people thought that they are suppressing their own voices. So what they did in retaliation, they attacked a fort cum prison to release political prisoners. Is that understood? To release political prisoners, they attacked a fort cum prison. And what is the name of that prison? How many of you know this name? It called as Bastille, fall of Bastille. So this is something called as extremely important event, fall of Bastille, 14th July 1789. See, the question will come, fall of Bastille was not simply a fall of a fort but beginning of industrial revolution. Why? These kind of questions will come, critically analyze, comment, elaborate, elucidate, enumerate. So these kind of questions will come. For that, I have a table ready for you. Just remember these 4 points. It was an inspiration for direct action in France against feudalism. Is that understood? The first point, first time people directly acted against feudalism कि अब नहीं चलेगा भैया, change होगा. Then we have something called as formation of national guards. National guards under Lafayette. So this was army not under king but under common man. So this was a drastic change. Then there was first municipal corporation ever in the world was created in Paris, that is Paris. That is Municipal Corporation of Paris, first corporation. So it led to a common administration structure, beginning of Municipal Corporation of Paris, and finally victory of people's movement over aristocracy. So monarchy was in real danger for the first time in life. That is why fall of Bastille was not simply fall of fort but beginning of French Revolution. Extremely important, guys. Please make sure you mark it, highlight it, whatever you want to do. So this was the conclusion of the part 1 of the French Revolution. So these are the key points. So fall of Bastille shifted power from Louis XVI to common man. Is that understood? Because the last 4 points we already talked about. Then the future of monarchy for the first time was in grave danger. It was in serious danger. Why? Because people said कि भाई National Assembly आ गई, now we will make our own constitution. आप बाहर में जाओ. Then we have something called as taking the advantage of situation. Taking the advantage of situation as in people's own National Assembly made revolutionary proposals. So these, what are these revolutionary proposals? So if you do want me to make the part 2 about National Assembly and National Council and all the blunders and rise of Napoleon and evaluation of French Revolution. So सी वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री का रिस्पॉन्स इज़ नॉट गुड पीपल. अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया है वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री का. पीपल थिंक दैट यू टुक इट फॉर ग्रांटेड. सो नाउ आई विल नॉट मेक द पार्ट 5.2. So anyway, I have to leave for Missouri. So if you still want me to make it, if some of you are benefited by it, please let me know that you want me to make it. Is that understood? Let me know where you will make me to know. Let me know is this address. Obviously you know it. That is any query, ping me at my page, that is facebook.com/romansaini.official. That is ROMANSAINI.official. Within 24 hours I'll revert back to you. This is the channel which you should be subscribing to, Unacademy. Please like, share and subscribe, and you can tweet to me at my Twitter handle, that is at ROMANSAINI. Thank you for watching this video. If you want me to make another video, if you want to continue this awesome world history series, do let me know. Thank you.